Alright, so we've done X's story. Now it's time for Zero's story, aka the one that the game really wants you to focus on.
Yeah, because there's so much fucking plot dump in this.
Lore dump, anyway.
And all that.
Oh my god! Who is that
Einstein.
mysterious? Is it Dr. Eggman? Did Dr. Eggman create Zero? Wait, wrong, wait, that in SA1 technically, yeah.
No, shut up. No, it's Albert Einstein who created the atomic bomb that destroyed Japan. That's
Which is why Wily's the villain.
Which is why Wily is named Albert.
And looks like Einstein.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, so these robots, those aren't like the classic characters or anything like that. They're supposed to be the people that Zero took out.
Yeah, they're supposed to be the people that found Zero, and then Zero just
get
fucking
Gamma's unit.
killed him in cold blood.
Who else prefers, like, the OVA take on that?
What do you mean?
The OVA that shows Sigma getting infected by Zero.
Wait, in this game?
Are you talking about the cutscene in this game, or are you talking about like Day of Sigma?
Day of Sigma. That's what I was talking about.
He doesn't get infected by Zero in Day of Sigma. He was already infected at that point.
No,
allegedly.
I'm pretty sure they showed him getting infected.
No.
Or maybe that's a different OVA I'm thinking.
No, in Day of Sigma, Sigma, what? He did it out of his own free will, and X was the one who gave him the battle scars. It's kind of like messed up because, like, assuming, like Terrence said, assuming if the Mega Man comics continued, if people kept buying them, apparently, if you read the Dawn of X arc, X and Zero really looked up to Sigma.
Yeah,
Look at their reactions to how whenever Sigma appeared. Like, they were happy and impressed with him, so it's just like him going Maverick really did break their hearts.
Well, like, yeah, because I believe even in the lore of X, but even without the Archie comics, Zero was considered one of the best Maverick hunters, and he was the leader for a reason. So it really does. That's probably why it.
Wasn't it stated that Zero feels incredibly responsible for what happened to Sigma? Since
it technically is his fault. He infected Sigma.
He doesn't feel he never. They never show it. He just feels bad that he just killed, that people died. But it's like, oh, it's all a fault that Iris is dead.
I mean, unfortunately, it's sad, but kind of, you could say it's Zero's fault, but by proxy, you could also just say that it is Dr. Wily's fault.
Yeah.
The future of the Mega Man universe is pretty much all Dr. Wily's fault.
Yeah, like, let's be honest, everything could have been just nice and peachy if Wily could have let Dr. Light have had this with X, but nope, he had to make Zero, and, well, we all know.
Well, I think it's implied that Zero was in development first before X.
Yes, I believe Zero was being created before X.
Well, we know at the same time, but we first see Zero in the classic series through Power Battle in Basis ending.
Wait, Power Battle, yeah, isn't he in like a much different armor set there too?
No, he's in his X4 design, which
is funny because he's not supposed to get that design until
I know, right?
X2.
So, what better way to start off his playthrough than with a dragon, Maverick?
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like with X's.
And you can beat this dragon faster.
Because Zero's a lot more physical.
Yeah, he's a physical fighter, so... Yeah. Zero has positives and negatives. His physical fighting makes it easier, but he can get... If you're reckless, it's easy to die.
He's a fire starter, then.
I guess. It depends.
What's his defense like? Stats?
What, Zero? I mean, Zero would probably.
So he's a special attacker.
No. Zero's a physical sweeper.
Oh yes.
Gotta love how.
So can I IV breed him?
No, because he's a robot, so he doesn't have a gender. He has a physical appearance of the gender of male, but he doesn't have a biological gender, so we
I
can't
mean,
reproduce.
neither do the Magneton line.
Yes, but that's also a video game. And you technically can't get egg moves from them because they can only breed with Dittos.
Yeah.
Was this?
I wonder if Ditto can copy an assist trophy.
That would be cool. Was this cutscene in X's?
Yes.
Okay. You could have skipped this.
Yeah.
Or you could have just like put some other audio that makes no sense whatsoever.
I
over
probably should
this.
have put in the Japanese audio.
You could have done that. You could have put in like Hitler's speech over this or something.
Stop.
I too share the general sentiment.
Oh my god, fuck his voice. Jesus Christ.
Let us fight valiantly.
I too see how this general
He's supposed to be Scottish, so you can't tell.
That's supposed to be Scottish.
I don't. That
Trying
didn't sound
be
Scottish
British.
to me. That sounded some sort of like colonial British mixed with Welsh.
The point is UK.
It's easier to tell if...
No, wait, is UK still technically a thing because of Brexit or no?
Oh, God.
Unfortunately, I don't know.
This is actually a serious question.
I couldn't tell you. I don't have the information on that.
The UK, let's see. Yes, the UK are technically the UK, since it was the UK that was exiting Europe and all that.
Oh, okay.
You can't fire me. I quit.
So, gotta love this. At least Iris will be here to help us out, despite the fact that her brother is kind of on the front line of the Rebel Force, which may or not be dooming us.
Yeah, it is kind of weird that Iris is helping Zero out, even though Rebel Force is causing that.
She did help him out in the Extreme game.
Yeah, I do like that. That's a little bit of lore because I believe Extreme. It takes place before X4.
Yeah, that's right. She's Zero's spotter and all that.
I think she's also X's spotter as well.
I believe so. Because, see, this is what also pisses me off, because what this game implies is that Zero and Iris are pretty much in a relationship. They've known each other for a while now. And I think that's what Extreme was supposed to, like, establish, that they're kind of an item. Which was
well, they don't really do anything.
Yeah.
I wonder,
Like,
could Reploids really do anything regarding relationship and all that?
I mean, it would...
Hey, in the Zero games, there was a Reploid that fell in love with a human and turned himself old as she was aging.
Wait, what? Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that.
That's one of the first NPCs you meet in that game.
Yeah.
And that's how far I made it in that game. Let that speak.
That's kind of fucked up, though.
Am
I mean, not fucked up, but touching.
Am I the one who didn't care for Zero's more darker tone, or sorry, say grim dark tone, though?
No, I don't like it.
It's one of your typical, it's the future, everyone you loved is gone, and now things are more bleak.
I mean, isn't that technically what the X series was, technically?
Well, not
Compared
so much.
to Classic?
No, because
No,
Because
here's-
everyone is dead.
before
here's the thing, though.
before
Well-
Sigma happened, there was peace.
And it's not like the character X it's not like the character X really knew Dr. Light back then, like, so it's different.
But,
Whereas
like,
with the
yeah, Dr. Light is dead. Classic Mega Man's dead. Pearl
you know,
Man's
we
dead.
never figure out what the heck happened to Classic Mega Man. Maybe Zero was the one who killed him.
Nope. That was confirmed.
Which is dumb, which is stupid, and I hate that.
What?
Zero should be the one to kill Classic Mega Man.
Why?
Because
Well, that's what he was made for.
it makes that bullet hit harder. Because, yeah, that's literally what he was made for.
Yeah, but the reason... But as we will reveal early, the whole Sigma blah 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 that Wily created, it was supposed to keep Zero under control, because Wily could not control him since Zero had free will, and how he acts now is his default personality before he had that blah 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 inside him.
Infection.
Wasn't Zero pretty berserk though because
No.
couldn't
That was
control
That was the infection taking over him.
So the infection that's meant to control him made him just go out of control.
Because that's what Wily wanted him to be.
Kind of a short-sighted plan, considering how that could easily have backfired on Wily.
Well, I mean, it already did backfire on Wily with Base.
Yeah.
So, because technically, that's why I kind of find it hilarious, because Base's coding, Wily made Base's coding as Mega Man must be stopped at all costs. And Base's coding, his AI dictates that Wily is in the way of Mega Man. Wily is an obstacle for Mega Man to, be destroyed. So Wily is insufficient in his coding. Why did you just mix two different fighting things together?
Yeah.
Yeah, blah, 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 Zero. I killed all those people.
Then he appeared.
And the children, slaughtered them like animals.
I was part of Avalanche.
No.
Well, that happened. Moving on.
It's just like, I don't know. I feel like it's better that Zero was naturally violent and then gave that infection to Sigma. Because then the Wily infection mutated with Sigma to become Sigma's infection.
But the thing is, like, it's like heavily implied that Wily never finished Zero.
That's also true.
Kind of like how Dr. Light never finished X.
I think Dr. Kane finished X.
Yeah. Well, no. X was in status, and he was supposed to be released in 30 years, but it happened over a century. And Dr. Kane tries to speed up the process, which is why the Reploids are a thing, and yeah.
He eventually got it right. Eventually.
He created Sigma.
Yeah, he created Sigma.
Hey. Sigma was a good guy, to be fair.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I mean, okay, to be fair, nobody could have predicted what would have happened with Zero. Again,
Dr. Light did.
Yeah, but that's Dr. Light because he knew Wily from top to bottom.
Yeah, but even then, I feel like even if Wily fucked up and Zero ran amok, I feel like Wily would have actively went to Light and said,
and
look,
tried to stop him.
I fucked up, okay? Now this guy's run... Because the thing about Wily is, he is evil, but he's not bloodthirsty.
Well,
like,
at that point of time.
Like I said, depends on the writer.
Because have you read the manga? He's like...
That's not... Which manga, though?
The Megamix, the one that everyone swears on.
I mean, he's not bloodthirsty in that.
Yes, he's trying to destroy humanity! That was the first arc!
It's been a while since I've read them.
I don't like the Megamix manga.
Those also aren't canon, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay. Can I ask, what exactly is the big deal with the Megamix manga that everyone seems to laud?
I mean, I think it's, first of all, Ariga-san is an amazing artist.
Yeah, the art is good, and I like the redesigns. But
it's just another Mega Man universe, and it's fun to read. I mean, that Skullman story, I think that is the first and only time that I've read a manga or comic and I cried. I
haven't read that because I read
that story's fucked up, man.
I read the first arc of the Megamix, and then I read all of Gigamix. I was because my friend who I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's a dumb reason to why I don't like it, but I remember one of my friends who didn't know much about Mega Man. It's like her only experience was through the Megamix.
That's weird.
And like when I was telling her about the comics, she was like, why aren't they going into space? Why aren't they doing this? This is dumb, stupid. Well, I was like, oh my god, you don't get it.
That's weird.
Do you like the Megamix manga, Dedge?
No. She kind of soured my enjoyment towards
yeah, you shouldn't let that happen.
Yeah, but when I gave it
I've been there and it's not fun.
Yeah, but when I did I gave it a chance, and I'm just like, it's okay. There are some cool moments, but I still prefer the comics itself.
I mean, I would say that probably the closest thing to the video games is the Archie comics because they're the most in character. But
also, Shadow Man's a jobber.
Yeah, he's an alien.
And we had some bit of interesting story bit that Web Spider and Zero were old friends.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Apparently,
Man.
I think it's implied that he used to work for the Maverick Hunters, but he just joined Rebel Force.
Man, just imagine, like, you know, all of a sudden you're supposed to kill this one jobber, and then it turns out it was a guy that used to work at the grocery store with you and you were kind of close with. So it's like, hey, Jeff, how you doing? Sorry, man.
Doesn't that happen in Chapter 2 of Final Fantasy VII Remake, where the guy recognizes Cloud?
I'm sorry, man. It was fun working with you, but I'm going to have to slit your throat.
Damn.
And that also did happen in Star Wars: The Clone Wars as well.
Tragic,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
With the clones, like they accidentally were forced to kill one another and they didn't know.
Yeah, right. That's
a really good arc.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Is the-
Clone Wars in general is, I'd say, it's arguably Star Wars storytelling in its pinnacle peak.
I would arguably say it is the best thing to come out of the prequels, and also possibly the best thing to come out of Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, the original trilogy.
The less we
is
talk
still
about
great.
Rebels, the better.
I
Okay.
don't care about Rebels.
Anything having to do with Ahsoka is cool in Rebels.
Yeah.
Anything else, I don't really remember that much.
Isn't there freaking time travel involved?
There's
with
his
that?
butthole again.
Cute.
That's disgusting, man. Zero doesn't have anything to say about his butthole, though.
Oh look, it's the Ultima weapon.
Interesting. X was a little bit torn off about seeing Spider's butthole, but Zero doesn't care.
Yeah.
Makes you think.
Really does.
Do you think Reploids have buttholes?
Shut up! Dang, I thought Sean was thirsty.
I'm not being thirsty. I'm just shitposting. There is a difference, Deji. Jesus Christ. I'm going to have to make my own fucking school lecture about that.
Okay. Anyway, we'll see you next time before Terrence has a whatever. Joker split motion. Bye.
Wait, no.